I'm Jeff, the junk seller, and this presentation is going to be about Canton First Monday's Trade Days, the December 2024 sale. Um, if it finally got cold here, and we had a water main break, not because of the cold, but we had a water main break at the market that prevented me from being able to produce content because they were working through the night, and then at night it just got too chilly there. So I'm way behind on making my presentations. I got probably five or six of them that I've got to produce in the next couple of days. But there really wasn't anything going on out there. We had Thanksgiving um, fell on the Thursday, and the sale actually started November 22nd. I put up my tent. And it went through December the 1st. And November 24th, Nebraska Dan showed up. I spent $275 with him, and most of this presentation is going to be about what I got from him and what I did with some of it. I was quite a bit short from what I did last month. I'm going to say I was about $2,000 short. There was a porcelain sign that I sold for $500 last month, and two large soda crate sales. All of that wholesale stuff. But it was about $2,000 worth of sales that I didn't make this month. But I did get a pretty good collection of stuff that I'm gonna be presenting here in a moment. So when I shopped Nebraska Nan, I told myself that I was going to pay him whatever he demanded for this stuff, and I bought this stuff in two different groups. The first being $255, and when it was just a box lid. And when he told me $255, I thought that it was high, but I told myself that I've always made money on Dan, and I was just going to pay him whatever he asked. And when I got to pricing it all out, I was pleasantly surprised at how good this stuff really was. The propellers that we started off with and the military patches that come up here in a minute will pay me more than my purchase price. And I ended up with a couple of decent trophies out of that. And then, some stuff like the primer device here, that's just for hunting. And then these S hooks, I got these S hooks for displaying cast iron. But a lot of this stuff, is kind of bottom end stuff, but some of it is trophies. The Munsingware mirror, advertising mirror, and the railroad key are both premium stuff. And I couldn't be happier with that. And these wooden horses from Croatia right here. These, it's going to be a long sale for me to get that kind of money out of those. But I got a lot of good Aunt Jemima stuff that's coming up here in a second, and I think that I'm going to do pretty well with this. Dan is always a treat, and I made some of my money back on this. I presented almost all of it at market, and I was able to sell $59 worth, and I'll be showing a photo of that in the end. Now this Zenith watch might be really a very desirable watch, from what I was able to read on the internet. Um, Political pin, I didn't have to pay really anything for this stuff. By the time you add everything up, um, I think I got probably $800 or $900 worth of stuff, and it will be pretty easily. My capital will be pretty easily returned to me. A lot of this stuff will end up being back stock. That I won't get money out of it for a while, but it's good to have an inventory. Um, these I'll have to do some research on the Canal Zone postmarks, but I'm always glad to get that kind of odd stuff. You got to build a collection before you can attract a customer base, and That's what I'm doing there. And then I went back and I spent $20 for a group of paper, including these postcards, this autographed photograph of a actress and the flood photo, um, these cabinet or the stereo views and the ink blotter, the sticker, and a couple of this for the RPO. Um, and here's patches that I got in the first group. But yeah, all in all, I think that was a pretty good purchase, and it was really the highlight of the sale for me this month. But okay, so after showing you everything that I got for $275, in this picture right here, this is all that I sold out of what I purchased from Dan, and I actually got $59. Made $59 in sales for just this small amount of stuff right here. I'll make pretty good money on that. And if I showed this to Dan, Dan would just tell you that he loves this story. He doesn't care so much about dealing with the public, but he buys a lot of estates. He buys out dealers when they finish their career as in the junk business, and he provides a whole lot of stuff to a whole lot of people that resell. And he's just a fantastic person to buy from. It's one of those things, though, like the sale, most people won't show up to Canton First Mondays until the 28th because that's when the advertised start of the sale is. But everybody shops him. I know probably 7 or 8 dealers that were there and on the 24th, and he sold thousands of dollars worth of stuff on the 24th. But this is just the kind of deal that you need to get into in this business in order to be solvent. If you buy it and you can flip it pretty quick, I don't need to sell. I don't need to sell it all. My objective isn't to sell it all. I need to guard value, but if I can sell enough that I can recapitalize, then that's really a objective. And it won't be very long before within 6 months or so, I'll have most all of my capital back. Plus, I'll have a whole bunch of back stock that's actually fairly valuable, and that's sometimes if you don't gain cash wealth, gaining material wealth is almost as good. But if you like this presentation, please give it a like. If you view some of my other presentations, then please follow, please subscribe. But thank you for viewing.